Greetings and beyond for new, and welcome back to this episode of Good Job Adventures. Last time around, the interlopers made their way into my personal gallery, and in doing so, not only were they able to pilfer the various arcane items I had on display, but they also had a riveting time tinkering and toying with the rather ineffective automatic guards that were in place there. Additionally, in their snooping, they came across the magical sword Wormsbane that I had previously used to slay a dragon, but even then that would not be enough to stop my work. As of now, I certainly hope that the various automata and the illusory dragon I sicked on them will at least do a decent job at hindering their progression through the mountain.
Alright, so welcome back to this episode of Good Job Adventures. We're just gonna kind of dive right in. At the tail end of last session, the party began to make their way out of the collections department, and as they did, they opened the door, and they were face down with the dragon. He greeted you last time and called you interlopers. He's now staring you down. What do you do or say?
Aye, and what of it?
Well, you lot had seemingly had a delightful time just pilfering the goods you found within here, and
Indeed.
if I were to say that I was not perturbed by your deeds, I would be lying through my teeth.
Alright, at this point, I'm gonna break open the convincing gin and take a shot.
Oh,
As you do this, Karaba looks at you like, oh look, the wine bibber is drinking. What a shock.
Damn. Man, he's just insulting us.
Ooh, he got you.
Why are you so angry, Carabas?
I have a slight bias against the alcoholics. Let's just say dwarves used to work here. They got a little too inebriated in the name of Big Hef. They were promptly fired.
Are you the guy who sent those robots out to kill everybody?
Yes.
Yeah, why?
Well, I needed to test them. And what are we gonna test them on, a cactus?
Does anyone have a problem with him testing them on cactuses? Cactuses can be some tough mofos.
Yeah, what are you testing them for?
Well, just to test their combative efficacy.
For
That
what?
to me seem-
You had a gargoyle at the front door.
Yeah, that gargoyle is there to watch the door, not for
Was there?
any sort. I'm aware. You wanted a thorough job giving that gargoyle a walloping.
So your idea to test their combat effectiveness is to make them attack civilians to see what happens?
Yes, that is a rather astute observation.
Well, they failed at attacking civilians.
Oh,
they
I'm
were
a-
attacking an empty market.
Oh, I am well aware that the test run was an abject failure, and to be quite frank, I'm partly annoyed at their failure, impressed by your ability to thoroughly take them apart, and also I'm gonna have to file I'm gonna have to give the folks in Construct a rather stern talking to.
So what is your end goal of assembling an army of automata to go around killing civilians? What's the plan here? I'm not opposed to it, but I'm just curious.
Now, to be quite frank, I'm far more used to the usual adventure spiel of, we will stop you, you dastardly dragon, and your aspirations of conquest. But, to be quite frank, there's no real ulterior motive. I wanted to build mechanical constructs for combat. That is it.
Aye, combat against the what?
It depends.
Exactly.
It depends. Maybe if I want to acquire more territory, I could use them. Or perhaps if the highest bidder were to swing by, I could
At this point,
help supply them.
At this point, Elagos is gonna cast Firebolt. Or Firebolt.
I distance myself from Elagos. I'm not a part of this task.
Same. Aye, why you be doing that, matey?
Alright, so roll Firebolt.
Alright.
Fire on a dragon, that should do some damage.
I mean, it is blue, so...
So is fire. Blue fire.
It's 17.
Alright, so you roll a 17. Are you just generally yeeting it at the dragon, or are you aiming for anywhere specific?
Yeah, just dragon.
All right, so you yeet it at the dragon. Karab kind of looks out as the firebolt just kind of makes contact with his body, but harmlessly dissipates.
Ooh, I see. The tiefling is a little feisty and truculent.
I'm not sure. Settle down, Elagos. We're hearing this guy out. I, for one, am impressed with his entrepreneurial spirit. No need to.
You can hear him out if you wish, but I have heard enough. Forgive me, but I have a bad taste in my mouth from those who just want to kill.
And to give him some gin, and we'll wash it down.
I give it. I pour a shot. I was pouring the shot of the gin for myself, but I actually give it to Elagos instead.
All right.
Elagos does not accept.
Okay.
I'll take it then.
So wait a second. You're building robots to sell them
Yes.
and
Correct.
construct a small army, and you're not sure why. Are you just bored, or what's going on? You seem like you're a little. I feel like I don't know you too well, but you got this whole volcano here. I feel like you got to have some sort of grand purpose.
That whole volcano is.
I
We
mean-
had a little bit of that for that bathhouse, Roth. Remember?
Oh yeah.
What about the bathhouse?
Nice
Nothing.
place.
Yeah. You gonna conquer that?
It was, to be quite frank, when you're already aware of this place's history. When I usurped the previous owner of this building, Balthazar was incredibly insistent on staying here. And not only that, but the kobolds who previously worked here were very insistent on keeping the bathhouse around. I wanted it to be bulldozed and gotten rid of,
You're using a
but the kobolds relented.
Wait, you're using a bulldozer indoors?
Do you have the right permits?
It was, I mean, here's the thing. I owned this mountain, so whatever bureaucratic hoo-ha would be necessary, I could just bestow that unto myself.
Okay, well, why have you come down here to talk to us? I mean, we saw your face pop up on all these exhibits, but you coming to greet us personally? Are you here to like get rid of the usurpers, as you mentioned it, or are you here to just talk to us about your building code?
Interlopers, and yes, if you couldn't tell, how do I put this? I'm sure you've noticed the sheer lack of resistance you've had in terms of you all poking around here, correct? That's because I figured I would let you fart around, do what you will. You haven't really, for the most part, broken anything.
The bridge?
That bridge was already shitty. It was poor. It was thoroughly unmaintained.
We broke like half your automatons in here.
Roth, you wanted to file some type of damage claim for that? You fell from the bridge, hit your tailbone kind of hard.
Oh yeah, am I allowed to? No, it's not even allowed to. I'm suing you. Like, and then that bridge just collapsed, and then I had to decrease my momentum.
Here, let me go get the
I wink at
paperwork.
Aul.
At the prospect of bringing forth legal action toward this dragon, like throughout this whole conversation, Karabas just had this very smug expression on his face. The moment you bring up the laws, he's like, oh, Well, he looks thoroughly shocked. Like, I did not expect that sort of litigation to be thrown my way, to be quite frank.
Really affected my sciatica. I'm really not. It's not great. My back hurts.
I'm just gonna say, earlier this week, he was jumping around like a hummingbird. He can barely move now.
Yes. Demonstrate to me your apparent inability to move.
I stand completely still. And I kind of like, I don't have a staff, but I kind of like lean over almost a little bit, like I'm holding my back. I'm just like, oh, ooh.
Can I offer you my elbow to lean on?
Your elbow?
You mean
arm to lean
Give an
on.
elbow in these trying times.
Harris, when he's like leaning with his back, I'm gonna cast prestidigitation like subtly to make like a loud popping noise.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna want. Roth, roll me deception.
Hold on. All right.
And
Let's see.
Aul, roll me stealth.
Oh no.
This would be hilarious if this works.
All right. So deception.
I got a 5, and
I
I
rolled
actually
a-
backed out.
I rolled a 17 on deception.
All right, so as you do your little performance, You watch as a look of sheer anguish and terror washes over Karaba's face, realizing that, oh god, I might get suited to the fucking ground.
Oh my god.
However, as you try to cast your press the digitation, Karaba also gives you the he clearly sees what you're fucking doing. He's like,
Sorry, I'm a little gassy.
I swear to God, if this
Sure.
is how we actually beat this boss,
I'm gonna take the shot.
I mean,
You're gonna take the
Alright.
shot.
You get the background.
so you take a shot of the convincing gin. Roll me a DC 20 con save because Jander is an actual alcoholic. He makes the save with advantage.
Nope.
No.
15 and a
All right.
10.
So
Oh no, wait, 15.
either way, the
Oh, no.
alcohol's power is too much. Ander, you now have, for the next hour, you have disadvantage on ability checks. Your speed is halved, and you have disadvantage on attacks and saving throws.
Wait, hang on.
20.
What was the DC?
20.
It's supposed to be for people not Jander, like our enemies, you know?
Look at my injury is so heart wrenching. It's driving my friend to drink. Look at him. He's completely smashed.
Aye, before this, he had not touched a lick of alcohol.
Lick.
Now, you don't have to. Here's the thing. You don't have to directly lie to my face. I'm aware that Jander over there has a slight penchant for alcoholic beverages.
I've got a drinking problem, I know.
Aye,
Well,
but not to
the
this
first
level.
step to
I've never
pro-
seen him this drunk before.
The first step to problem resolution is recognizing that there is a problem.
All right. First problem is my
recognize
back
that you-
fucking hurts. Second problem is it was your fucking fault.
How would it be my fault if
Shit.
I'm not the one in charge of maintenance?
Was that bridge up the code? You said
Alright,
you
at
own
this
this
point-
place.
At this point, Elagos is going to give up on the course of action that would actually, fit his character of freedom fighter kind of thing, and just go along with the party and say, Owl, do you remember seeing a danger sign on that bridge?
What I do remember, and then I changed my voice so it sounds exactly like the dragon, and then I just repeat how he said it was a shitty bridge, and I repeat that back in his voice.
Being presented with the prospect of litigation has thoroughly shaken
Shit, shaken.
Karaba's resolve.
Shakira.
I mean, fortunately, he has all of these fancy artifacts he can use to put towards his legal fees, except, oh no, I think some mysterious strangers have just pilfered some of them.
Yeah, they're all stolen.
Oh yeah. Oh yes, I wonder who those rapacious ne'er-do-wells could be.
I hope he's not
Well,
trying
whoever
to.
they be.
I hope he's not trying to pull an insurance scam and on top of all this dangerous
Oh, no.
workplace environment.
Oh no, that would be most dreadful. Oh no, I'm shaking.
I whisper to Owl, hey, maybe if we have, maybe we get this whole litigation thing sorted out by him not attacking the town anymore, we might be good.
I've spoken to one of my witnesses. Let me confer with my...
I'm gonna stop you right there. You know, I could clearly hear what Aunt Janda just said.
That does not negate the fact that I spoke with one of my witnesses.
Excuse me, hearsay is not admissible in court, my friend. We will need to consult our legal team.
This is, in fact, not a courtroom. We were to hold
Precisely,
any
which
sor-
makes any statement here not said under oath effectively hearsay. Now, if you'll excuse us.
I kind of hobble with Elagos towards the door.
I check the. Is there a legal room on the map? Like, is one of the floors a court?
I thought you were gonna say looking for like an admin
so
building
two
where all of
things.
his like
One,
files be kept.
The legal department is not shown. 2, as Roth begins to hobble off. Basically, Roth gets fucking stabbed by something. You can't see it.
Invisibly?
What?
Have I just been invisibly stabbed?
Yes.
Oh,
Roll me-
my bag.
Roll. Here's the thing.
Physical pain.
Two things. One, roll me a con save.
Okay. It's fucking assassins.
Assassin.
Oh god, I rolled a natural 1.
Oh no. So here's what happens. You are stabbed in the side. You take 4 slashing, 13 poison,
Okay.
Does
God
any of us
damn.
see this?
and you're poisoned as per the condition, meaning you have disadvantage on attacks and ability checks. The party clearly sees him getting stabbed, and when the stabbing occurs, Karawa just has like a whatever. He resumes his fucking smug smile, like, I guess that'll be another injury you'll have to deal with, as he just begins to chuckle.
Elgos makes like a motion as if he's about to cast another fireball, but he just points at Karama and says, "Another injury that occurred on your premises without any warning."
Acupuncture is not a recognized form of treatment by the court, Carabas.
So at this point, I'm kind of just gonna like, I kind of look behind me, right? Because this came from behind me, right? Right, Harris?
Yes.
And I can assume that this is like something is here. Do I sense a presence?
Your passive perception is a 17, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, because you got stabbed, you have a funny feeling that something is here.
All right.
You don't know exactly.
So
where
at exactly this moment, I'm gonna be like, "Oh God, I think I'm getting sick," and I'm gonna cough and cast Cloud Kill in the sphere that is 20 feet, like right behind me, and create a poisonous yellow-green fog centered on this point.
Oh, he's all gassy
Yeah.
now.
I'm gonna just.
I'm pretty sure that is the party in range of that.
I don't think so. If they are, I'm gonna. If it's a 20-foot radius sphere, I'm gonna like aim it a little bit. I don't want to kill them.
He's currently leaning on
I
my
assume
shoulder,
you're gonna aim
right?
it in the general direction from which you were stabbed, right?
Yeah.
All right.
To cough at that.
So you do the thing. Let's see what happens.
So does all the cloud kill just come out of his mouth?
Yeah. That's what I envisioned.
I assume he's making you just like, cough.
Uh-oh.
Catch the Rona. Stinky.
That does remind me of that one thing.
It seems your workplace isn't even up to the social distancing standards that they should.
That's not too much of an issue, to be quite frank. There hasn't been a plague in this facility for a while. Roth, as you do your cloud kill, but nothing happens. You don't hear like any like hacking or coughing or anything. You just nothing.
Okay.
And you
I want to just ask Carabas, just a quick thing. You said, to be frank, at least 3 times. Can we just assume going forward you are being frank unless otherwise specified?
You can, if that is the summation you desire, we would like to make, then sure, you can proceed accordingly.
Or he could be called Frank.
His name's Carabas.
There
That
is
could
no
be an
S.
alibi.
You're close though.
Do you mean an alias?
Yes.
Anyway, Carabas, why are you stabbing my client?
Interlopers ought to be dealt with. You have broken into my facility and have begun to pilfer my goods, and you ought to be dealt with.
Remember when you started attacking us with, like, killbots? You started
I did not attack you.
I believe there was actually a legal case before where a burglar sued someone for tripping out the rug and got the win, so
Well,
the
here's-
same could apply
Yeah, we
here.
were actually on our way here to order you a subpoena, but those guards at the front door were being very, very, angry about it.
I don't believe you were.
If I
Here's the
remember
thing.
correctly, the Burj Al Bark is a duty to retreat territory.
Oh wait, is it now? I'll admit I'm not up to snuff on my own legal code, I guess.
Well, you know the old saying, ignorance of the law does not excuse you from the law.
I don't know why. I love how this situation has just been like, let's just beat the dragon with legal shit.
I mean, you can't argue that it's not a creative way of problem solving.
Oh, I fucking love it.
Carabas, to be frank, we're all pretty peeved by what's going on right now.
Oh, so now you're Frank?
I changed my face to look like Frankie Muniz. We want a peaceful resolution to this. You attacked us with killbots. We take some of your stuff. You fucked my client's back. We can form some middle ground here.
I'm sorry, Elgos pulls out like a legal pad. Can we use more accurate terminology than fucked?
Absolutely fucked his back.
Not
yes,
what I was looking for,
truly
but
the-
okay.
the-
And I've been stabbed and
scu-
poisoned.
Truly a legal scholar that you are. But, see, here's the thing. I didn't predict that your plan was to try and obfuscate me with legal hoo-ha and bullshit.
We know you didn't. There were no signs.
But now, see, here's the thing. I have my own plans.
Karaba claps his hands, and I realize I haven't described the room that you were all in that's kind of like outside of the collections room. Basically,
Do dragons have hands?
what? Yeah,
Do
the
dragons have hands?
Yes.
shut the fuck up. Okay,
Aren't you breathing?
so, long story short, big, mostly covered rectangular room. Directly across from where the party is, there's it's like an opening that kind of leads out into the inner bowels of the volcano, and towards like directly across from the door, there's an elevator out from the like opening that leads into the volcano. Two large, like 12-foot tall constructs just kind of fly in and plop down.
They both look like Kevin James.
No,
One looks like Phoenix Wright.
Are these Frank?
They might be frank.
basically what they look like, large black metallic humanoids with like silver trim. Where their faces, there's just like a black metal dome, but someone took paint to the metal domes. One has like a happy face, like a shittily drawn happy face. The other has a shittily drawn frowny face, and the one with the happy face draws out an Araval, which is basically an Indian sword, where like blade straight, then at the tip.
Is that the whip
tip of the
sword?
hooks up. It's not a whip sword.
Oh.
And then the one with the grumpy face pulls out a kanabo.
Is that a whip sword?
It's not a
No,
whip sword.
that's a club.
Big club with stubs in it.
Stub club.
Yes.
Ah, he summoned the legal team.
You could, if we're gonna go down this route of legal hoo-ha, sure, I'll just sit back and watch you all go.
As Karaba then shouts in Draconic for the constructs to attack. We're gonna roll initiative.
Objection!
Overruled.
Summer just.
God damn.
God.
I hate that we're only halfway through. That would have been a great line to end on.
I know.
I know.
I got a 4 for initiative.
Alright,
I got an 18.
I got a 5.
I got a 13.
I got a 21.
Ooh.
Alright, so top of the order is the especially inebriated Ander. The two big constructs, they're probably like 30 feet away from the party.
Oh,
Morgan.
right. I'm gonna punchy the dragon.
Don't forget you're at a disadvantage.
I know.
on everything.
You are, yeah. Alright, you're gonna roll to punch you the dragon with disadvantage.
The thing that's not attacking
I
us.
got a 13.
Alright, as you do, you drunkenly stumble over to Karaba and you try to lay in a nice fat haymaker, and then Karaba just casually scoots out of the way. It's like,
Oh, it's so cute when the wine bib tries to move.
First of all, this is not wine's gin.
I'm aware. Wine bibba means alcoholic, so regardless, I shall call you as such.
as I open
Did Karaba just crack a
Just open
cold
another
one?
can.
He just opened up a
I
LaCroix.
have been better times.
What?
He just opened up like a fucking LaCroix, just fucking sparkling water.
Oh no!
He
It's a
cracks open an O'Doul's non-alcoholic
Oh my
beer.
god.
Yeah, he pulls out clearly labeled non-alcoholic beer. Editor, please keep that in. That would just be the DM opening a beer.
We could also start calling Jander Jinder.
Oh,
Be a good way to
Alright.
separate me and him, because I'm also Jander.
definitely a good plan.
Keep call back. All right, so
I'm
Morgan,
gonna,
is that your turn?
Like, reorient myself and realize something's attacking us, and I'm gonna go after that.
Okay.
All right.
Something else being the invisible assailant.
How far
or the
away
two
are
big
they?
guys?
By the way, from us.
I assume at this point the party's more or less around the door to the collections room, right?
Yeah.
All right. So at this current juncture, the big boys are. I think I said 20. No, I said 30. They're like 25 feet away from the party, and then Karaba is like right in front of the door.
Oh, perfect. I can reach
Where the party's
assailant.
current location, he's 10 feet away. You don't know where the assassin is. You just know that it is within the vicinity of the party.
Okay, I think I'm done.
All right, beautiful. Arthos, you're up.
I am gonna ask this to Karaba. I and the rest of our legal team was waiting outside. Did ye happen to have a run-in?
Oh, you mean the three Kreen? Let's just say a nice.
No, there was only one.
I know. Either way, a nice quick bludgeon to the back of the head knocked him out cold.
As the party now sees Taktha's conked the fuck out body kind of off to the side.
Our case is getting better and better.
You didn't kill him.
He's not dead.
Okay, I guess.
Take your turn.
I'm just gonna pop rage at this outrage of not allowing us to go into legal action and assault one of the lawyers, the closest one.
I know that these are now lawyer bots. All right, you walk up to one. Which one? Happy face or grumpy
run
face?
up.
What?
Happy face. He's not allowed to be happy here. I'm gonna pop reckless attack, which
Okay.
allows me to attack at advantage. Although attacks against me will have advantage as well.
All right. Sounds good, my dude.
I did roll it with advantage. 27.
That 27 sure as shit hits.
So that's a total of 18 damage. And then I will do my extra attack. It does a 20 hit.
20 does hit.
Unnatural.
Okay.
And that's 10 damage.
All right. So you walk up to this big automata.
Oh, then that guy's wounded once.
Okay.
Okay, that will be my turn.
Lit. Okay. So next in the turn order. All right. So the party hears footsteps within their vicinity, like relatively close to them. The footsteps make their way towards. Roth, you're getting fucking stabbed.
Oh boy.
Or possibly.
Get wrecked.
What's your AC?
My AC is 12.
Yeah,
Oof.
you are stabbed.
Is this by the assassin or the? Okay.
Because as I described before, you kind of heard footsteps kind of like
Welcome back, Tyler.
within your vicinity.
Hello.
Tyler is back. All right.
My back.
Roth gets stabbed. Roth, roll me.
13 Constitution save. This was supposed to hit you, but you were taking a shit.
I wasn't taking a shit. I went to pee, and I got a bag of Cheetos.
Get wrecked.
Okay, so here is what happens.
Crunchy Cheetos.
You take 23 slashing and 16
Going
poison.
down.
Oh god.
Oh, you're actually knocked out.
Yeah.
He's fallen and he can't get up.
So Roth just falls down with a stab wound.
All right.
Clutching
So
his back.
Roth is down. The footsteps kind of like your clanking metal footsteps against rock make their way towards Aul. Now Aul, you're gonna possibly get stabbed.
Uh-huh.
What's your AC?
Good question. Stop eating these Cheetos. 13. Wait, I might use... Because we got the effects of a long rest on that.
Yeah, everyone who wasn't Arthos got the effects of a
So I
long
might
long
use...
rest.
Alright, I'll use Unsettling Visage on this guy. So, basically he has disadvantage. I flash him, and I say, I'm not really Frankie Muniz, motherfucker. And then I show him my
All right,
face.
so actually I like this. Okay, so you change your face from Frankie Muniz to your regular changeling face. You kind of like change your face to changeling face. You then like feel the wind of like a blade swing by your face as the automata clearly fucking missed. But you can like based on that you can assume that it is right in front of you. All right, so it's now the turn of the big boys. So Arthos, you know the guy with the happy face and the fancy Indian sword? He's gonna fucking.
Aye, that be Frank.
I'm gotta smack you. Holy shit! All right, so he's gonna raise his arrow ball and attempt to slice you with it with advantage. 1. It's 22. Does that hit?
Yes.
17 slashing, but I know that's half because rage.
So that would be 9.
Yeah. Alright, and then going to attack again. 17. I think that misses.
No, it hits.
Oh, it does? Okay, so you take...
My AC is 14.
Oh god, well, here's the thing. Including you being fucking angry, you take 4 slashing.
Don't worry, I'm gonna be able to heal once I get down to half health.
Alright, so the other big boy, seeing as how there's a rather truculent, angry man, the other automata with its kanabo is gonna make its way over to Arthos and then attempt to kind of bonk him. Bonk. Oh god. So, it rolled a nat 20,
Okay.
but it didn't do that
Well.
much damage. It just kind of bonks you on the head. Roll me a con save, Arthos.
I got a 10.
Alright, so with that 10, that first kanabo hits, smacks you hard enough in the head to where you're a bit like dazed. Attacks you make are by default a disadvantage.
You just got bonked.
You got bonked. You take 17 bludgeoning, and then hit 2.
Okay.
Yeah, you rolled not so good. Second kanabo hit did 15 pre-having.
So that's 8.
Correct. Elegos, you're up.
All right. Actually, I'm gonna go over to Roth
Cast Fireball.
and cast and cast Healing Word.
Okay. You can do that.
Can't you do that from like a distance?
You can.
All right,
But-
fine. I do it from a distance.
You cast Healing Word.
All right.
Roth, you're now up with however much Plumbo rolls. You're up with 5.
5.
Alright, so yeah, Roth, you're up with 5 hit points.
Oh god, everything
That-
hurts.
That takes a bonus action, so I'm still good. All right. So, I'm going to make it so that everyone except the automatons is 15 feet away from me, or more than 15 feet away from me, and I'm gonna cast Thunder Wave.
You realize I'm in the center of them all, right?
Goodbye, brethren.
Here's the thing.
It's fine, do
It is
it.
feasibly possible to position yourself so that, like, basically
I'm gonna
it's...
do it. I'm a fucking
The
do it.
trend of
terms
Arthur's
of-
friendly
Do it.
fire has continued.
What I was gonna
Exactly.
say was that there's a way to
The
position...
torch has been passed.
Elegos, there's a way to position yourself to where you could, like, just
Only hit Arthur.
not include Arthos in the range. But that's up to you, my dude.
Do it, Plumbo. Just do it. We'll cut out the conversation about not doing it.
No, we're keeping it in so people know that I did it anyway.
Okay. So you roll Thunder Wave.
Do it.
Tell what
Power! It's a DC 15 con save, or else they take 10 thunder.
Is there no, like,
20.
Is there a half
So-
on a pass, or...?
On a successful save, half as much, and isn't pushed.
Okay, so they pass it.
Oh.
So
Did you just sadly burp? They pass it.
It was such a sad burp.
It was so sad.
I'm apparently such a genius that I was able to convey emotion by fucking beer-induced belching.
Oh my god.
But God, this episode's a fucking meme. But basically, what happens is, walk in, you create a fucking explosion. It clearly jostles the automata, but they're not thoroughly phased. The explosion is loud enough to cause like bits of debris to fall from the ceiling. You don't do any damage, but like it's a kind of a flavor thing.
You and me as an agree.
At the side of debris falling.
After this resolves, Elgos makes a passing comment about how there was like unsecured debris that could have fallen on anyone's head at any moment.
Well, I mean, you're the one who caused the debris to fall in the first place. Let's not kid ourselves.
Oh, high and mighty legal bullshit. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. Roth, you're up.
Okay, I'm up. So I kind of stand up and I like look around because I just got knocked out. I'm like, where's the invisible guy? Where is he? To anyone in the room. Oh, great.
He's right in front of me. He almost stabbed me.
All right.
Adam said I was not actually Frankie Muniz.
That son of a bitch. I run up towards Aul.
I'm in.
And I draw my sword and I'm going to attack. I'm going to cast Booming Blade in the location that Elegos. I mean, sorry, that Aul has specified.
At first, I thought you said that son of a bitch was for me when you found out I wasn't actually Frankie Muniz.
No, I mean,
No, it was for Frankie Muniz.
no. So I use Booming Blade, so I'm just making a melee weapon attack. So let me go ahead and get my weapon. So I roll a 16. To attempt to hit.
I believe that hits. It just barely hits. Because it's invisible, you can't see it. Roll at disadvantage.
Okay. Thank you. All right.
Yeah, you
I rolled
hit.
a 24 as my second, so 16 hits.
Yeah,
so.
the 16 just barely hits.
Alright, so I'm going to roll the damage. So that's 12 slashing damage, and looks like there's an additional thing tagged on. Oh yeah, but 2 hand or 1 hand, yeah. So 12 slashing damage. And then and since the sword is also on fire, I get to use flame tongue. 7 fire damage additionally for the flame tongue. And then the booming blade.
Yeah. So it's now cloaked in booming energy.
Boomer blade. God damn it! Yeah, you had the same idea. All right, so that's the end of my turn as I just fucking boomer blade this guy.
Alright, so as you boomer blade this guy, you notice that the assassin's active camo kind of like fails. As you see a humanoid robot with like arms that really like pop out of its arms.
Arms that pop out of its arms?
Blades that pop out of its arms, that's what I meant.
Oh, okay.
But it has like unsheathed arm blades and it just stares at you menacingly.
Oh, that's why you didn't call.
Yeah.
Does it say ye?
I like this assassin.
It lets out a burst of steam that sounds eerily similar to me saying
A
yeet.
sad burp.
All right, that's the end of my turn.
Alright, Owl, you're up.
Love that continent. Is there a point between like the automata and I guess like the 2 by Arthos, like those 2 big ones, and the 1 by us? Is there a point in like the middle of those 2 groups that
Where I can only hit Arthos.
no. Basically, I have something that would cast a 10-foot radius, and I want to know if there's like basically a point in the middle of these 2 groups where if I cast it, the 10-foot radius would hit both groups.
Well, I assume by 2 groups you mean both the assassin and one of the big guys.
Yes.
There is a point that's basically like right where Karaba's sitting, so just you can do that.
So we're okay. Good. So I can hit. I can
I
hit
didn't
all
see
4
it.
of them and Arthos. Perfect.
only 3 because you'll be able to hit Karaba, the assassin, and one of the big guys.
Okay, perfect. No Arthos is that stings.
No auto
but-
friendly fire this
Alright,
time.
so I'm going to cast Warlock feature from Lurker of the Deep called Devouring Maw. So starting at 10th level, I can basically you just
Ma!
see. Hey Ma, I need some help, Ma.
Some help devouring.
It basically just summons this translucent, like almost like a kraken's maw in this 10-foot radius, centered on that point. So I guess centered on where Karawas is, and each creature within that radius must succeed on a strength saving throw against my spell save DC or be restrained as this maw like bites into him. Any creature that starts on that turn will also take 3d6 cold lightning damage. So my spell save DC is 17. So the Karavas, the assassin, and one of the automaton need to beat.
Okay,
17.
so here's what happens. The 2 automata are restrained. Karaba very casually just shrugs off them all. It's like, oh, that's so cute.
Your mother's adorable.
I hear she's delightful.
But yeah, the 2 automata that you were targeting are restrained.
All right.
You notice that the assassin failed extra hard at not getting bitten as it rolled a nat 1. Proceed. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. And then I'm gonna yell. Looks like an episode at a mall come in the middle.
Are you switching your face
was-
I
back?
don't like
That
how
was
you
a rep-
said that.
That was a rather poor everything. Please stop talking. I am perturbed.
Jander, you're up.
Karabbas took mental damage from that.
You took a little bit of psychic damage.
Okay. So, what I'm gonna probably do is go after one of the automata that was restrained. Yeah.
You're a monk, right? What's your speed?
25 feet. 25.
That should be good. Okay.
With 20, yeah.
I'm gonna run over there and punch it.
Alright, roll to punch.
Which one is
Oh!
he punching?
The one that's...
Is he punching the assassin?
Oh,
or-
God.
Doesn't even matter.
With that nat 20. Alright,
Yeah,
so
which one are you hitting?
Yeah.
I assume the one that's restrained.
Well, there's 2 restrained.
One
the
by-
assassin and the other one.
The big one. The fucking big one that's restrained.
Okay.
Yeah.
Punch
There we
it.
go. We did it. We figured it out. Okay. You punchy super hard
Wow.
with your nat
Another
20.
punchy. That one.
A
First punchy hits. Second punchy misses.
13 for the
All
second
right.
one. Don't forget to
Yes.
read them out loud.
And I'm gonna use a key point to make 2 more punchies.
All right.
Punchy number 1, an 18.
I believe that hit. Yeah,
That'll be
that
another
hits.
5 damage. And then punchy number 2. A 27. So almost a nat 20.
That
Why did you sound disappointed?
because it wasn't a
Alright.
20. Either way, that does hit.
And that's an 8. I punch things.
So in total, 23 bludgeoning damage.
As this drunken display of martial prowess goes on, Karaba seems legit impressed that you're not totally fucking up. Arthos, you're up.
Okay, so.
Oh, wait, question. How does the wounding work?
Oh yeah, it makes a DC 15 check on its turn.
I forgot to do that before. Alright,
So why doesn't it just make it now?
Yeah, I was gonna do that now. It failed.
Okay, then it takes 3 damage.
Ooh.
Wow.
Wowee.
Necrotic damage.
Yeah, it takes a little bit of necrotic damage as a bit of, like, oil leaks out.
Okay, so is that the restrained one?
No.
Okay.
The one with the happy face is the one that is not restrained. The one with the grumpy face is the one that's restrained.
I'm gonna turn to the one that's now restrained and go, You call that an attack, ye junk pile. Let me show you an attack. And I raise my sword and use the menacing.
What?
I'm basically using the menacing feat, which is when I take an attack action, I can replace one of the attacks to
Do
demoralize.
these count as humanoid?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Corley, they're clearly
Yeah, it does.
robots.
Yeah, I don't know if humanoid works here.
It doesn't.
Okay,
It
then
doesn't
I'm
work.
Fine, then I'm just gonna wail on the fucker
Okay.
with a reckless attack, so I have advantage again because I have disadvantage. He's restrained for advantage, and then I give myself advantage.
Yes. This is in fact how it pans out. All right.
Does
28
a 28
hits.
hit?
28 hits.
I deal 7 damage, and then I'm gonna attack again. Does a 16 hit?
16 barely hits.
And I deal 9 damage. And that will be my turn.
Does it get wounded or no?
Yes.
All right. Okay. So it is the now visible assassin who is restrained.
So
They.
they take 3d6 lightning damage.
All right.
Let me roll that. 9 lightning damage, and then as an action, they can attempt to repeat the strength saving throw, ending the restraint on a success.
All right. So the assassin's gonna try and break out. No.
It rolled a nat 1 originally. Does it take double damage?
True.
I like that. Sure.
18 lightning damage then.
Yeah. One. All right. So yeah, it takes double lightning damage as this large unholy maw is chomping down on it. It tries to free itself, but no, it's fucking stuck. It rolled an 8.
And then the other
It's-
one is.
All right. So now it's the big boy's turn. The other.
Let me roll another 3d8. Or 3d6. So it takes 11 lightning damage.
All right. Then you can roll a strength save to try and break out. Jeez, fucking Christ.
Is that another nat 1?
Yes.
Oh god.
Double
You
damage.
want to know the worst part? Here for a bit of like screen down. These things have plus 11 to strength saves.
So 22
So they're just
double that
bad.
lightning damage.
Yep.
A nat 1 is
22
still a
one.
nat 1.
The precedent's fucking set.
Thank you, Colby.
I thought it was a good idea, so I'm fine with it. I'm
He
more upset
says, not fine with it.
That meme of the guy with the happy mask on, like angrily crying underneath.
All right. Speaking of happy faces, the big automata with the happy face is gonna try and smack Arthos. Happy face has Araval, so slashing. So, bonk. Corley, your AC is a 14, so that misses.
Yep.
Barely, but it misses.
Yeah.
A 24 sure as shit hits. So you take 17 slashing pre-having.
Okay, and then before his turn ends, he makes
Yep.
a con save.
They both do. This is for. All right. So for the one that's restrained, it rolled in that 20. It'll still take the damage. That might no.
No, it doesn't.
What?
If it passes, it's over.
Oh, okay. Cool. So it's
The wound heals.
okay. Even better. Unwounded. Other duder. Go. That failed. Roll me bleed damage.
So the non-restrained one failed still.
Yes.
That is 2 damage.
A bit more oil spurts out in Arthos's face.
He's into that though.
He might be.
Exactly. I love it.
Additionally, after making its attacks, the big robot with the happy face just kind of like semi-repositions itself while still staying within range of Arthos, just so that it's not like right next to its compatriot. On that note, Elagos, you're up.
All right. Before I start slinging spells and everything, I just like to imagine that I continue my conversation about like the falling things and like how he was saying that I caused that, and he's like, "You live in a volcano. Do you really expect to never have to deal with earthquakes?"
To be quite frank, this mountain is it's rather dormant, so that's the thing that we don't have to necessarily deal with.
You still live on a fault line. And after that, I'm just gonna cast Scorching. How many automata are currently visible?
3.
All right, perfect. I'm gonna cast Scorching Ray, shooting 1 ray of fire at each automaton.
I think you have advantage. Yeah, advantage on the against the 2 that are restrained.
All right. Bang.
Is that going to assassin or big guy?
Big guy.
He's a big guy.
Cool. It hits.
11 fire. And then at assassin, I also get advantage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bang.
Ooh.
I don't know what you rolled.
23.
Yeah, that hits.
2. All right, and then the last one.
Holy shit. All right.
Bang.
Ooh.
24.
Jeez.
24 hits.
4. God
Not
damn.
great
I'm getting
damage.
screwed
This
on
is-
the damage.
This is a sad state of affairs. All right, so you do that. Crowd just kind of juts in.
So here's the thing. Yes, it is a volcano, but while we are on a fault line, earthquakes are not a frequent occurrence, thankfully.
I'm sure you'll be able to convince a jury of that.
Sure.
Roth, you're up.
All right, so Roth kind of just like, as he realized he just swung his sword and ran halfway across the room, he kind of resumes his little like hobbling. He goes, "Oh!" as he continues to swing his sword down at the assassin, trying to buy in further into the bit. So,
Oh no, I saw. Roth, you don't have to try and deceive me. I saw that.
no, you didn't. I roll an attack and I roll a 13 to hit the assassin.
You roll with advantage because it's still
Oh,
restrained.
okay.
Oh God.
I'll re-roll that. I roll a 16.
The 16 barely hits.
Yes. All right. 11 slashing damage and an additional 2 fire damage. Oh, that's shitty. In total, 13 damage. 2 of it being fire.
You deal the damage. The automata lets out another sad whistle that sounds like ye.
Oh dear.
All right, Aul.
All right. I hold out my staff, and I say, "I've been meaning to use this for a while." And then I throw it up in the air, and I speak its command word, which I haven't thought of. But the command word is attack, and it turns it turns into a giant constrictor snake.
I was hoping it would be like legal action.
Oh god.
It acts on its own initiative, so I need to roll initiative for it. But now there's a giant snake here.
All right, so you let forth your Jafar staff onto the fucking robot.
And then I can roll. It got a. I don't know. I shouldn't be at an advantage.
Just take the 20.
All right. So he got a 20 for the initiative. So that's Aul's action, and he's pretty much going to step to the side and let his snake friend attack. So
Okay.
it is going to attempt to constrict the creature. So attempt to wrap around the automaton and kind of bind it and squeeze it. So
All right.
shouldn't forget. 1 second. Let me get it off advantage.
I mean, it's restrained, so it's fine.
Okay.
25 hits.
25 hits, and it does 9 bludgeoning damage, and the target is grappled. I'm assuming it just auto succeeds since it's restrained, right?
The grapple, yeah.
Okay.
So now the automaton has to get itself out of the jaws, but then also remove the snake.
Yes.
This
and
poor
then
fucking automaton.
This assassin is having such a shit day.
2
Not
days
great.
for
Alright.
retirement. That is.
Aul, is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
On Karaba's turn, he's just gonna kind of back up.
Like, you kiddos are having a delightful time. I'm just gonna
slink off into this corner, just kind of take to the skies and fly backwards a little bit. And he just flies 50 feet directly behind him, so now he's...
I used to be able to move like that.
He wants to get away. He wants to fly away.
Yay! Yay!
And basically, he fucks off and just resumes watching the shenanigans ensue, as it is now Jander's turn.
So, I'm gonna walk up to the assassin.
Why? He's being swallowed by a snake
Oh.
and he's in the maw.
Damn, I'm gonna grapple him.
You
wanted
can
to
also
grab-
grapple him?
Oh my! All right, no. Let this happen. Let this happen.
Yeah.
So what I want to do is I want to kind of do a people's elbow under this guy.
A what?
That's not grappling. That's just.
That's
This
just
is
a
like
fucking
curb
elbow
stomping
drop,
in the
my
live
dude.
episode.
He curb stopped this
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Oh jeez.
Here's the thing. The people's elbow requires the
Oh.
target to be on the ground. Like, here's the thing. I'm looking at the people's elbow, and it's always someone on the ground, and then the rock just, like, elbow drops onto him.
You could climb on top of my snake so you have some leverage above him. And then do a
Let's be
people's...
honest. This isn't so much the people's elbow as it is just Anders' elbow.
Okay, so Andrew, here's a suggestion. What you could do. You're a monk. Monks can run up walls. Run up the fucking door, jump up the wall, then elbow
You see,
drop.
that was a.
If you wanted to
Jesus
do this
Christ.
full
You know what?
wrestling
Screw it,
shit,
let's
like...
do this. I'm gonna do
Alright.
exactly that.
So I believe you have enough movement to get partially up the wall.
Harris set you up. You climb...
I thought it was a cool... Morgan wants to do dumb wrestling shit. I'll let him do dumb wrestling shit. I'll point him the direction towards dumb wrestling shit. Like, whatever.
You get up the wall, but you don't have enough movement to do the rest.
Well, okay. I mean, remember, his movement is...
The salt is real.
My movement is like half.
You have enough movement to get up the wall and start the elbow, but not enough to make contact.
Oh god, is this one of those fucking things where he's falling for 6 turns again?
Yes. No.
All right.
have enough,
So
So, you could just do that. Roll me acrobatics to try and jump off the wall. And then make an attack to actually, like, try and hit.
Oh, God.
and then the actual attack.
Read it out loud.
Yeah.
You got a 10.
Share to the class.
Acrobatics.
That's a 10. You try to jump off. You land just 5 feet short of the automata. But you are able to, like... Here's what I picture. You run up the wall, land right in front of it, and just elbow it in the face.
Yeah.
Is that a
I
correct
think
description
that's
of what
probably
you're
more
doing at this
accurate
point?
descriptor.
Alright, yeah. Fucking elbow him in the face.
And now, because the thing's in the air, that's actually gonna be my turn because I was only able to get one shot on it.
One opportunity.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, there goes gravity.
Alright, so it
It's
is now
Ma's
the...
spaghetti.
it is now the snake's
Mom,
turn.
spaghetti!
It is now the snake's turn.
It is going to... I just look at it and I will goes, feast. And it's going to attempt to bite the automaton's head off.
Straight up pop it off.
Yeah. They got a 24.
Roll damage.
They got 15 piercing
Oh,
damage.
God. That's a lot. Okay.
A big snake.
For
It
you.
is a big snake. Mine is a big.
For you.
Okay. So what happens is the snake kind of opens its mouth and like lashes out at the automata. As it slinks back, it is able to just rip off the automata's head.
Good boy.
The automata is still like up, like it isn't like its body doesn't like fall limp.
It's still grabbed
does not-
by like 4 things.
I know. Jeez, this fucking
The
thing's having
people
an awful
elbow.
day.
The maw.
the other-
the snake.
The other automatons seem kind of threatened by this gruesome display that me, Roth, Ander, and a giant snake are committing against this.
I don't know if frightened is the right term. Karaba seems thoroughly disappointed though.
At the automaton or at us?
At the automata's horrendous performance.
I look at Carabas and say, "You better watch out, Carabas. My snake's got a taste for asshole."
What?
He ate it like
Okay,
Carabas is
Tyler,
also
you
an asshole.
you keep missaying the name. Karaba has no S.
Watch out,
Carabas.
you. Watch out, asshole. She's gotten a taste for assholes.
That seems like rather unhealthy for the snake, if I do say so myself. Arthos, you're up.
Aye, Caraba, ye be backing off.
Ay
now,
caramba!
I just realized what was happening. I was thinking of Carrabba's Italian Grill, the chain restaurant. I think that's confusing me.
Oh my god.
Caraba and Caraba.
Aye, Caraba, ye be backing off now that ye legal team ain't doing so hot, huh?
That is in effect a worthwhile conclusion that you could draw.
Okay, I will continue attacking. These guys haven't even done half my health. They suck.
Happy
Does
face
a
or grumpy
26
face?
hit?
Which one? Okay, restrained guy.
yes.
Grumpy face.
Yeah.
This
Cool.
restrained guy
What
hasn't
is
even
this?
hit me. What a piece of shit.
Alright, roll damage.
13 plus 2. I forgot to do that last time, by the way.
Plus 3.
Plus 3. I forgot to do that last time, by the way. When I was at...
We'll ignore it. Minus.
And then it does a 27 hit.
Yes.
And that is 13 damage.
You are absolutely tearing into this one duder.
And I'm
He's
like,
fuck.
Pathetic.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Good Job Adventures. If you like what you just heard, be sure to let us know by subscribing to the podcast and leaving a review for us. For questions about the cast, business inquiries, or if it doesn't fit and you must acquit, contact us at goodjobadventures@gmail.com. For everything else, follow us on Twitter at GJAdventures. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.